Hey guys, if you are new, welcome. I upload every Tuesday and Friday. I'm still trying to figure out a time that I'm going to regularly upload, so until then, please remember to ding that bell, that way you are notified for future videos. Today I'm going to be doing a take on a video that Jaclyn Hill created. She did a video where she had one side like dewy or like highlighted and the other side matte. I liked that idea, except I already know that I'm really gonna like a matte side just because I am a lover of matte. So instead, I'm going to see if I like the way that I do makeup normally versus a highlighted side. So I don't typically do a highlighted side. I don't put on a highlighting type of primer or anything like that, and I don't highlight like every area that most people highlight. And then I just want to compare it to what I normally do, because maybe there will be things on this side that I like that I don't normally do. So if you're interested in finding out my opinions on a highlighted side versus what I normally do, then just keep watching. So for the highlighted side, I am going to be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Foundation Primer in Radiance. Apparently this also has hyaluronic acid, which I hope does not aggravate my skin, because my skin doesn't react very well to hyaluronic acid. So this is what my face looks like with the Radiance Primer. It's obviously much glowier on this side than it is on this side, although these lights can be a little bit deceiving, but it looks like this side is definitely much more luminous than this side. For my normal side of the face, I'm going to be using the Nivea Men's Post Shave Balm. That's what I always use. So there it is with the primer. I can tell you one thing for sure, this side seems more hydrated. Really thought that this side was gonna feel like really hydrated versus this side, but this side definitely feels much more hydrated, and I'm assuming since this is a post-shave balm, it's more like a, I don't know, cooling moisturizer for men. For foundation on this side of my face, I'm going to be using a mixture of two different shades of the Makeup Forever Ultra HD foundation. Since I don't have dry skin or anything like that, I typically stay away from illuminating or dewy or hydrating foundations, also because I used to be very oily, so I don't really have much that's like an illuminating. This is kind of like the closest thing I can think of in my collection, so I'm just going to use this on this side of my face. For my other side, which is what I usually do, I am going to mix a matte foundation, and I don't think this is supposed to be considered a matte foundation, the Milani Conceal and Perfect foundation, but this is just what I do. I mix these two together. I'm quickly going to do my eyebrows off camera, and I'll be right back. Brows are done. So with both eyes, I'm going to move on to the eyes. I'm going to leave the face alone for a little bit. For the highlighting side, I am going to use a lighter matte shade than I normally would to just put all over my eyelid. And for the other side, my normal side, I'm going to use still a light shade, but it's more pinky peach. I'm going to take this bronzer by Lorac for the crease on my highlight shade, since this is a very shimmery bronzer. I'm going to use this for the crease. And for my normal side, I'm just going to take a light brown matte eyeshadow. my lid, on the highlight side, I'm going to take this light cream shade and put that all over my lid. I'm first going to pack it on and bring it into my inner corner as well. For this side of my eye, I'm then going to take the lighter shade, the one that I, set my eyelid with. On this side, I'm going to now put this on my eyelid on my normal side. And go back in with the bronzer. And on this side with the matte brown. Next, I'm going to take this shimmery dark brown shade for my outer corner. I'm not liking the way this is looking. On this side, I'm just going to take the dark brown of this palette. I'm going to leave the lower lash line of both eyes the same because it doesn't really matter. So moving back onto the face, I'm going to highlight with highlighter on both sides of the face, but I'm going to do a more subtle highlight on this side because that's what I like, and a more pop-in highlight on this side. On the highlight side, I'm going to be using the Ofra Rodeo Drive highlight. This is a very bright highlight. I'm also going to highlight my forehead on this side, the tip of my nose, and one side of the bridge of my nose, and my chin on this side, and half of my Cupid's bow, and above my brow as well. Now I'm like super beaming. For this side of my face, I'm going to be using the Essence Pure Nude highlight, and I'm just going to do the tops of my cheekbones, down the bridge of my nose, my Cupid's bow, and that's it. For lips on my usual side, I'm going to use a liquid matte lipstick. And for this side, I'm going to be using a lip gloss. I'm kind of all over the place here. I forgot to do blush and bronzer. For bronzer, I'm going to use the same shimmery bronzer on my highlight side. Then on my normal side, I'm going to use my Too Faced matte bronzer. For blush on my highlighted side, I'm going to be using this Lecce and Gold Healthy Glow Rose Gold blush. For my normal side, I'm going to be taking this Milani Rose blush in the shade Romantic Rose. I am quickly going to put on some mascara and I'll be right back once again. Alright, so here is the completed look. I have my thoughts. First of all, I cannot stand only having half of my lip with lip gloss. This is so irritating. But anyway, let's really look at it side by side. So let's first talk about the eyes. I think the colors I used on this side were a little dull. I don't always use the same colors on my lid as I did today. This is typically what I would do. It would be like a lighter shade on the lid, transition shade in the crease, and a darker shade in the outer corner. Looking at it next to the all shimmer, I think I personally like this shimmery eyelid and inner corner much more than a matte inner corner and a matte eyelid. So I really like that. I cannot stand the shimmer transition and the shimmer outer corner. I just strongly believe that those should always be matte. But yeah, like this whole like shimmery eye reminds me of what a lot of the girls did in high school. I didn't wear makeup in high school. Yeah, this is just no to me, no. As for my cheeks, this is the side that I normally do. This is what my makeup normally looks like. I like this a lot more than this. This side makes me look oily, which is exactly why I don't like all shimmer products. I really like matte, but this is just like way too dewy, especially having it with this Becca thing has a little bit, some sort of reflex in the product, so it does have that brightening, illuminating effect like it's supposed to. I just don't love it like this with a highlight, with a shimmery blush and a shimmery bronzer. I just feel like everything is just really wet looking, which I guess some people would like. I don't like that look. Like when I move, there is a hint of color. I feel like the blush, when I turn my head this way, you can see it, but then once you turn to the light and the shimmer in the blush catches the light, it almost makes the blush look like it's not there, but there definitely is, as you can see. And same with the bronzer, it kind of just makes it kind of seem like it's going away and just has like a beam of light on my face. A super highlighted forehead I am not for, because my forehead seems like just ridiculously large. It is a forehead, like 4 fingers fit on my head, but I just feel like I don't want attention towards my forehead any more than it already has. And then on this side, I just like the difference between a highlight, the blush, and the bronzer, but they all still fade in together so that it doesn't get lost. Does that make sense? And then my nose highlight, it's pretty much the same on both sides. This side is a little bit highlighted, a little bit more highlighted than this side, but the highlight is pretty much the same. And so here's the shocking part. So the gloss on this side makes my upper lip look smaller, and the matte side makes my upper lip look proportionate, in my opinion, to my lower lip. It could quite possibly be because of the color I chose for this side, but I would think that no matter what, a gloss would just make your lips look more plump, but this side is actually making my lip look bigger and more proportionate to my lower lip. So in this case, gloss is not making my lips look more plump. It's actually kind of making this side look much smaller. And yeah, overall, in the viewfinder, it looks pretty good. It looks like that wet, shimmery look, but in person, everything just looks so shimmery. I don't like it at all. So I think I'm going to stick with the way that I do my makeup. I pretty much like everything anyway. The only thing I would do is I think I might put a little bit of gloss from now on the center of my top and bottom lip, just to make them look a little more plump, because I am noticing that this side of my lip does look a little more plump in the center. Oh, and then the other thing would be like definitely using a shimmer on my eyelids and inner corner. Here is the whole look from afar. It doesn't look that bad from afar. It actually looks pretty nice. From what I can see in the viewfinder, it looks pretty nice from afar. This side is definitely much more shimmery than this side, but I think I much prefer like a matte foundation, a matte blush, a matte bronzer, matte darker shades, like the outer corner of my eyelids. If I'm gonna do like a more natural but still done up look, I'm definitely going to use a shimmer on my eyelids and my inner corner, because this side, this light shade, looks really pretty. Keep the highlight on my nose and cheeks and Cupid's bow, not on the chin and not on the forehead. Those are two places that I don't really want attention. I really want it in the center of my face. So that completes this video. I hope you enjoyed this. Maybe you guys want to try it too. Maybe there are things on the highlighted side that you might want to now transition to what you normally do. Give it a try. You might like some things that you didn't think you would like. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and remember to ding that bell, that way you are notified for future videos. Bye guys!